How's it going, everyone? The PlayStation blog has outlined the full PlayStation Stars update for the month of November 2022, so we'll talk all about that. Want to go over that since I know a lot of you guys are in the Stars program right now. We talked a little bit about some of the new additions, but we'll do the full rundown on what's posted on the blog. And we have 3 free PlayStation 5 upgrades to go over. Want to give you guys a heads up on all of these because I haven't mentioned them. These are upcoming, couple of PlayStation VR titles, and we have one notable upcoming cross-gen game that will feature a free upgrade, so it won't be a $70 game on next-gen consoles, which is always great to know. Alright, first of all, over on the PlayStation blog, this was posted a couple days ago, your PlayStation Stars update for the month of November 2022. This is coming from Grace Chen, Vice President, Network and Advertising Loyalty and Licensed Merchandise over at PlayStation. Now, the highlights include new campaigns and digital collectibles coming this month. Of course, God of War Ragnarok, one of the biggest game releases of the year. The campaign and digital collectible is running right now for PlayStation Star members who pre-ordered God of War Ragnarok and any software edition through PlayStation Store or DirectPlaystation.com. We want to say thank you for pre-ordering from PlayStation and making the God of War Ragnarok launch epic. The digital collectible will be available to those who qualify. Check into the PlayStation Stars to collect this reward. So if you did pre-order the game on like the PlayStation Store, that reward is going to be ready and available for you to get. Happy 20th anniversary to our beloved Ratchet & Clank campaign and digital collectible for all PlayStation Star members. Join us in celebrating 20 years of Ratchet & Clank, a collectible of the universe's most debonair spy with significant semiconductor content. It's available to collect for those joining us in playing any game on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 to celebrate the franchise's anniversary, of course. As a part of the 20th anniversary, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is also getting some classic outfit DLC from classic Ratchet & Clank titles, and then some major Ratchet & Clank games have been added to PlayStation Plus Premium. Now, unfortunately, the reality of PS Plus Premium in its current state, those titles are streaming only. Even when you talk about Ratchet & Clank Going Commando and Up Your Arsenal, those are the PlayStation 3 HD remastered versions, which they are the better versions of the game. However, PlayStation 3 games are not downloadable. Hopefully sooner rather than later they get, they get that going, because I think that would be a big reason for people to sign up to Plus Premium. Like, could you imagine just having every Ratchet & Clank game from the PS2 and PS3 era at your fingertips to download onto your PlayStation 5? It'd be game over. Like, that'd be a big reason to sign up to the platform. Lastly, PlayStation and You PS3 for PlayStation Star members who own PS3 in clear black or ceramic white. Now, I don't know how they identify what PlayStation 3 you have, but this is a campaign for those of you who own the PlayStation 3 clear black or ceramic white. You were with us then, and we celebrate you now. Play any game on PS4 or PS5 to receive your digital collectible. It doesn't have to be vintage. What I think is, you're just getting this reward. You don't actually have to own the PS3. Like, I don't think there's any way for them to detect that your account had a black or white PS3. Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure that's the case. This is the classic, like, bulky PS3, that one that originally had backwards compatibility, and then they took it out to reduce the cost of the console, because if you remember, the PlayStation 3 initially had backwards compatibility because it had, like, the literal guts of the PS2 inside the console. I believe that's how it worked. And then they took that out because, $599 US or $500 for, like, the 20 gigabyte model. Nobody was paying that, so they rolled out, like, I believe it was the 40 gigabyte model, and that was $400. And that kind of opened up a lot of people getting a PS3, but even then, it was pretty pricey. And then ultimately, we got the PS3 Slim in 2009, and that really opened the floodgates for a lot of people to pick up the console. Like, I remember E3 of 2009, people lost their minds when the PS3 Slim wasn't announced. Thankfully, just a few short months later, they did announce the PS3 Slim. I believe it was at Gamescom, so there you go with that. Additional campaigns are live right now as well. November check-in campaign and digital collectible, PlayStation and You, PlayStation I, and campaign and digital collectible, and Fight of the Month Club campaign and digital collectible. That's if you play certain fighting games: Guilty Gear Strive, DB Fighter, Street Fighter V, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and Mortal Kombat 11 and Tekken 7. That is available right now as far as campaigns are concerned. So all of those campaigns live right now. If you are in the PS Stars program, those are going to be rewards that you can check out if you do complete the campaign objectives, which all of them seem relatively easy to do. They also have bonuses for purchasing certain games. I think MW2 right now is giving you 50 extra points if you're into that. But nonetheless, moving on from that, PlayStation VR 2 will be dropping in February of 2023. February of 2023 is crazy. Given we have VR2, given Tales of Symphonia just got added as well. I know that's a lower key game, but I digress. Virtual reality MMO Zenith The Last City has been confirmed for PSVR 2 launch. Now, this will be a part of the launch, and this is an enhanced edition for Sony's PSVR 2. The team noted added hundreds of hours of new content, made massive graphics update, and leveraged the PSVR 2 features for this edition, including an overhauled player experience, new features and bosses. The game will take advantage of adaptive triggers, headset rumble, and PS5's speedy SSD for quick loading. On top of that, if you do already own the game, you can upgrade to the PSVR 2 version for free. So that's going to be one upgrade you can get for free. And then another fantastic game, Pistol Whip, is going to be coming to PlayStation VR 2, and that will be getting a free upgrade as well. Pistol Whip is a pretty trippy VR title that a lot of people think pretty highly about. And it's been one of the more notable VR titles in general. It's got some excellent music there as well. So yeah, definitely one of those titles that if you already have VR, you should check it out. And if you're picking up VR 2, a worthwhile game to check out as well. With this new PSVR 2 release, it notes the new haptics allow you to re-experience Pistol Whip like never before. Feel the rush of a bullet grazing your head, the clicks of reloading your gun, and more realistic vibrations when firing. And of course, if you already own the game, it will be a completely free upgrade, so that's great to hear about as well. Lastly, I do want to note one thing. If you're still rocking a PS4 and you're thinking about early next year picking up the Resident Evil 4 Remake, because yes, it will in fact be a cross-gen title on PS4, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC, so no Xbox One release. It was clarified that Resident Evil 4 will feature a free PlayStation 5 upgrade, so the PS5 version of Resident Evil 4 will be $59.99. It will not be $70, and the PS4 version obviously will be $60 as well, and you'll get a free upgrade with it. So if you are picking up the PS4 version and you were on the fence, maybe you were thinking, hey, is it going to be something I want to wait for the PS5 to be readily available and then I'll play it on there? Don't worry about it too much. The PS4 is going to be able to play it, and then you can upgrade to the PS5 version when you do pick up a PS5. I mean, this isn't too surprising because while I think the RE4 Remake from a visual standpoint looks great, RE2 Remake looked really good, RE3 Remake looked really good, Resident Evil Village looked really good. All of those games played on the PlayStation 4 pretty well, so you know, the Resident Evil 4 Remake also being available on the PS4 makes sense to me. I think the only reason it's not available on the Xbox One is they probably just did some internal studies and realized, hey, Xbox One probably not going to sell that many copies of the RE4 Remake, so let's just make it a PlayStation 4 version. Like, I couldn't imagine that Sony thought, hey, let's get a deal going so the last generation version of Resident Evil 4 is only exclusive to PlayStation platforms. Like, that'd be such a strange exclusivity agreement to make that I can't believe that that was the case. I think it was more Capcom looking internally, you know, projecting how many sales an Xbox One release could do, and then they thought, hey, let's just not do it, let's make an Xbox Series, and let's make a PS4 version, because in Japan, RE4 Remake is going to be a big release, and they probably can sell a lot of copies there, and even over here stateside, PS4 is still relatively popular, so there you go with that. But that is going to do it for me. Again, PlayStation Stars gets its November 2022 update, a lot of new campaigns and everything like that. 3 new free upgrades, Zenith The Last City, Pistol Whip, those are VR2 titles, and RE4 Remake, when it comes out next year in March, you will be able to upgrade to the PS5 version if you do pick it up on PS4. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.